The Golden Research Day has begun, and I'm excited to hopefully get myself a Shundo because it is a 1 in 10 shiny chance. The only downside is there's 5 different Pokemon, which means we don't have a high chance of getting specific ones I want, like Sableye. But it could still happen. I've so far only completed 1 task, and that's because there's a stop right over here, apparently, that has 3 hearts with her buddy. Thurman's with me right now, and she's pointing out some of these things for me. So let's do this real quick and see what we get from this one. It is a Sableye. That's kind of cool. 600, though. We want a 632, so that's pretty far off. But now that we've done that, we've actually activated our timed research. And all we had to do was complete 1 task in order to do that. So now we have ourselves 5 whole encounters. Should be 1 of each of them, so let's see what we get. Number 1 is going to be a Nose Pass, all right, and a 397. That's not good. We want a 425, and apparently a 425 could also be a 98%. This one's going to be a Barboach, all right, and this one's a 323. We want to get a 351 in order for this one to be a Hundo, so this one's pretty far off. The middle encounter is going to be a Sableye. We already know we want a 632. Number 4, what are you going to be? You're going to be the Caterpie. We want a 187, and this is 182, so that's not bad. Which means this last one should be Magikarp, and it's not a shiny one, sadly, and it's 108. We want 117, but just like the Nose Pass, if we get a 117, it could also be a 98%. Now let's claim the rewards here so that we can move on to page number 2, and with that, we get to choose a pathway. And here they are, either Caterpie, Magikarp, Nose Pass, Sableye, or Barboach. We're going to get a whole bunch of encounters with them, and I'm going to go with Sableye just because it does have a Mega coming up, and I would love to have a Shundo of it. And out of all of them, I would say that Sableye and the Magikarp are the best, in my opinion. And now all we got to do is complete 10 field research tasks, and we'll be able to get ourselves 11 encounters with it. So with that being said, let's go in here, let's get as many of these tasks done with. And again, like Thurman pointed out, there are 2 of these 3 hearts with your buddy. I'm glad I grabbed them both right now. And I'm thinking we're going to add some extra luck here. I've got Ramen the Magikarp ready to go. We've already got some gold on our side, so let's claim this little present here and see what it's going to give us. We got ourselves an earring. Cool. And then for right now, we're just going to Golden Raspberry him, and we're going to take a picture of this guy. Now that we've done that, we should have our 3 hearts. And there we go. They're done. Now all we have to do is make a super effective charge attack. And what I'm going to do for that is I'm just going to battle Candela real quick with my Shadow Suicune with Bubble Beam. We'll get it done with real quick. Now we have our first full page. Let's see what we get here. We get ourselves a Nose Pass, not a shiny. Apparently there's a Swampert right here to click on. I didn't get a shiny, but Beaver over here got it. Congratulations. Hopefully it's a good one. And research number 2 is going to be a Caterpie that isn't shiny and definitely not a Hundo. And then lastly, we've got ourselves a Nose Pass again and a 421. All right, so this one's our best one so far. And also during this event, we have ourselves golden stops here. These golden stops will not give us any Gimmigholes, but we will possibly get ourselves some Gimmighoul coins. But this one didn't do that, but it gave us a lot of Ultra Balls, so that's cool. 3 more encounters. We've yet to get a shiny, so hopefully this picks up soon for us. Number 1 is a Sableye that isn't shiny and a 624, followed up by a Barboach that isn't shiny. And here's the last one. It's, oh, there we go. We got the Caterpie. 180 though. So this is 7 off the Hundo, but I'm totally down with it. At least we got ourselves our first shiny, so that's cool. Now, just for fun, let's take a look at this thing and see how good it is. We got ourselves a 15, 11, 12. Cool. And here we have 3 more checks, and I've decided let's try to have a fun little challenge and see if we can get 1 of each of them. So far we have Caterpie. Let's see if we get ourselves 1 of the other ones. This one's going to be a Nose Pass that isn't shiny and a 421, followed up by the one and only Magikarp that is a 105. And last but certainly not least, we've got ourselves another Nose Pass that isn't shiny and a 415. Another batch of 3. Let's do the middle this time. What do we get from you? We got a Magikarp and it's a 107. Followed up by a Barboach, that's a 337. And will you end with a 7 as well? You are a Barboach. That is a 346. So far, we only have a shiny Caterpie, but we're only 22 minutes in, so hopefully we'll be lucky in the future. Unlike the ghost over next to me that's gotten so many shinies at this point, she's blowing me out of the water. Gonna start with the bottom with these ones. This is gonna be a Magikarp, and it's a 111. And then we're gonna do this one, and it's another Magikarp, and it's another 111. Now do we go 3 for 3 with 111 carbs? We don't. We get a Barboach and a 339. 2 checks here. Let's see what the top one gives us. It's going to be a Sableye, and it's a 622. 10 off the Hundo. Followed up by another Sableye that's a 630. Oh man, that's a 98. If only you were golden, that would have been amazing. And we're back to 3 encounters. The middle one, what are you gonna be? Please be shiny? No, it's a Sableye though, 612. Followed up by something else. What do we got? Another Sableye and a 608. A lot of Sableyes out today. How about you on the bottom? You are a Magikarp and a 114. 3 more encounters. I'm hoping we get another shiny soon. It's been 39 minutes. We've got a Caterpie, 180 again. Followed up by a Nose Pass that isn't shiny and a 409. Come on, shiny luck. I need you to kick in, man. Oh, Magikarp, 100. Hopefully this batch will have some shinies in it. We're gonna go with the middle. It's a shiny Caterpie. All right, let's go. This one's slightly better though, so that's cool. Got into 183. Maybe I should have chose the Caterpie path because that's the one that's showing me love here. This one is a 14, 14, 15. Decent IVs. I do have a Shundo Butterfree with a bow, but if I did end up getting a Shundo of this, I'd probably just keep it as a Caterpie. Followed up by the top, we got a Sableye, that is a 608. And this last one is going to be be another Sableye that isn't shiny and a 626. All right, anything that's not a shiny Caterpie, please. I'm begging you for a different shiny here. This one is a Caterpie. Not shiny though, but 185. Oh, geez. Number 2 is a Nose Pass that isn't shiny, 408. And the last one is going to be another Nose Pass, 409. Let's try this again, shall we? Let's do the bottom one, and it's a Magikarp that isn't shiny, 116. That's a 98, or possibly a 96. Do the top one next. We get ourselves another Nose Pass that isn't shiny. Come on, Yvette, you're supposed to be boosted. And a Barboach that isn't shiny. I really felt like I was about to say that and get another shiny Caterpie. Thankfully, that didn't happen. Let's do the top this time. Come on, top, be something. Y'all, it's a tiny Barboach. That's kind of fun. Unfortunately, it's not shiny. Followed up by a Nose Pass. That's a 403. And then this one is gonna be another Caterpie, 176. It's now officially 301, and I'm only at 2 shiny Caterpies. What about you, Thurman? Where are you at?
6, I think.
She's at 6. Wonderful. She thinks she might have more. But anyways, let's keep going, see what we got here. This one is not a shiny Boach. Followed up by a Golden Carp. Let's go. 101 CP. It's not the best, but I'm happy to say we did get a shiny. Still only got 2 here. I'm coming up on a gem I'm gonna be able to fight in like a second, but this is a Barboach that isn't shiny, 335. And then you turned out to be another Nose Pass that isn't shiny, and a 412. Now we're back to 3 checks. Let's do the middle. It is not a shiny Carp, 109. Followed up by the one and only Nose Pass yet again. That's a 413. And you, are you gonna be something cool? No, it's a Caterpie, 170. Back to 2 checks, but we're really close on this exploring with your buddy. But anyways, this is a Barboach that isn't shiny. Followed up by the one and only, another God, every single time I say that, it's a Nose Pass and it isn't shiny. We started the second hour strong. Hopefully we can keep going strong though. This one is another Caterpie, thankfully not shiny, but a 186, that is a 98. Followed up by a Barboach that isn't shiny. And then the last one here is going to be another Barboach, and it's a 341. And something even more exciting is happening now, as I'm sure you can tell above me here. We don't have the best weather, and lightning is starting to crack around us, or technically it's thunder. So hopefully it'll stay off for another about hour and a half, but we'll see what happens. Let's see what number 1 gives us, a not shiny Carp. Followed up by another not shiny Carp. We go 3 for 3 with Carps. That'd be kind of cool. We don't. A Nose Pass, 396. All right, hopefully this one will have some shinies in it. It has a tiny Caterpie, of course, not shiny though, 184. And then next we have a Sableye, 626. And the last one here is another Caterpie, of course, 169. And now it's starting to rain a little bit, so let's work on these Sableyes real quick. I accidentally already clicked on one, but we should still have about 10 of these to check. So number 1 isn't shiny, a 606. Number 2 is gonna be also not shiny, and a 604. Skipping to number 4, since we did 3 already, it is not shiny, and a 612. Number 5, how about you? No, come on, man, give me a shiny Sableye. This is ridiculous. Number 6, not shiny, and a 608. And now we're moving over to the parking garage because it's starting to come down a bit. Lucky number 7, please? No, not gonna be lucky enough to be shiny. What about you? It's, oh well, it's a huge one. That's kind of fun, and it is a 612. 3 more encounters left. What about this one? It is not golden, and a 622. And then the last one before they have those final rewards aren't shiny, and a 596. That's terrible. This is the last Sableye check we can do for this, so please be shiny. It's not shiny. Okay, cool. All of those encounters and nothing. I will say that I do think it is worth the single dollar. You know, you had a decent chance of getting one. Yes, I got unlucky, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people did get shinies from that, including the Thurman Ghost, who just thumbs up to me a second ago, so she managed to get a shiny from it. Well, as I'm sure you can tell, it is awful out here, but luckily Ivan and Liz just pulled up, so we're gonna join them probably for the rest of this time, because it is bad. And now we've made it inside. Ivan, Liz, thank you so much for the save. Seriously, it is, it's something out there. It really is something out there, but thank you both, seriously. And now we're we're back home. Big shout out to Liz and Ivan for picking us up during that horrible torrential downpour that lasted for like 5+ hours. It was out for a while. But after doing the Golden Research Day, we decided to hit some more cliffs, and I did end up getting a shiny Shadow, which is kind of fun, though sadly its IVs aren't the greatest. It is a 531, so let's just take a look at it real quick. It is a 415-13. To be honest with you, it could be really good for Ultra League, I think, so I'm definitely gonna hold on to it. But if we include this shiny Shadow Larvitar, if we back out real quick, I managed to get 14 shinies. If we go by number, we ended up getting 3 Caterpies, 2 Lickitungs. Those Lickitungs were boosted about 1 in 64 odd rate of being shiny. 2 Magikarps, obviously the Larvitar there, a Nosepass, a Sableye, and 4 Barboaches for some reason. No idea why those things liked me, but I'm not upset. And out of all of those researches, I only managed to get 1 Hundo, and it was a Caterpie, of course, and it's now in my stack. All in all, I'd say this was a pretty fun event. You know, it was a fun theme, golden shinies everywhere, it was great. Though I will say, I think it was a great opportunity to have Kanto Shiny Geodude, because it's literally a golden nugget. Like, it perfectly fits, but in the end of the day, it is what it is. It's not the biggest of deals. Let me know in the comments down below how you did. Did you get a Shundo? Did you not get a lot of shinies? Did you get a ton of shinies? I'd love to know. And while you make your way down there, don't forget to smash that subscribe button for me. Show me some love, and if you're really enjoying the content and you want to see even more of it, I highly suggest this video right over here. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.